Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a couple of items that I received so I can test out because I've been looking for these type of items to fill a specific role in my daily life. So in front of you here is a large Moleskin notebook. This is just the soft cover type, and it's a lined book, and this is perfect for jotting down notes and stuff like that. Now, I go to a lot of meetings at work, and I definitely need to take notes whenever I go. But usually what I'll take with me is a large kind of leather pad folio that just has like a large legal pad and stuff like that. And it's okay, but sometimes it's kind of big. I don't really like carrying that size that much. So I end up using these kind of smaller Moleskin notebook. Now this is great, but again, it's just a notebook, and I still have to carry my pen. And if I'm at work, I might have to carry other items and stuff like that. So I wanted something that I can put one of these notebooks into that would give me the ability to carry a couple more things. So I came across a company on Instagram called Galen Leather, and I reached out to them after seeing some of the items that they produce and basically being blown away by them, and asked them if they would be interested in sending some out so I can check them out. And this is what I received here. So I'm going to start with the smaller item here first, just because I kind of want to show you guys, this particular item because it's a little bit more specific as far as the usage goes. So again, I mentioned, at work, I sometimes have to hand out business cards, either, from my work cards or my YouTube cards and stuff like that. So I wanted something that looked a little bit nicer than just your regular run-of-the-mill business card holder. And this is what I saw on their site. This is actually their wooden business card or credit card holder. Now this particular one is in the mahogany wood, and it is really, really nice. I can tell you that. It's very simple. It's just a wooden box, and you have a lid right here, which is magnetically held shut. So you guys can see it has a little magnet right there, and then another one at the end, and then just a little pivot point right there, and it holds either business cards or credit cards or, whatever it is that you want to put in there. So this is actually designed to hold anywhere from 15 to 20 standard business cards, or it will hold up to 6 credit cards. So here's just a couple of my business cards. All you have to do is just kind of toss them in there. And again, it'll hold anywhere from 15 to 20. Or if you want to, throw some cards, I have some of my test cards here. Again, this is 6 test cards, so it will hold the cards as well. So a mixture of one or the other. And again, this is more of what I would say a filler item, but sometimes if you're looking for something a little bit nicer looking, maybe something that stands out. Again, every time that I bring this out and open it up to give somebody a business card, they always ask me about it and what it's all about and where it's from. Now, the cool thing is you can also personalize this, so they actually engrave initials or whatnot in the front. I wanted to keep it a little bit more sterile, but if you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. So I wanted to show you guys that one first because I wanted to leave this bigger item for last. And like I mentioned, I normally carry the Moleskin notebook here. This is the large version. So I wanted something to kind of carry it in that would give me a little bit more, choices. And this is it here. So this is a really nice kind of cardboard box here. It says handmade Galen leather, burnished edges, hand stitched, well aged. Now what I can tell you is that the items on their site are made to order. So they're not kind of sitting on a shelf waiting to be bought or anything like that. So when you order it, there is a little bit of a lead time that you have to wait, which is fine because it's definitely well worth the wait. So let me go ahead and open this guy up so you guys can take a look at it inside. And here it is. So it has a band. Now I have been using this already, but I just kind of put it back in the box so you guys can see the presentation of when you get it. So you have the notebook cover here, and this is actually called the iPad mini and large Moleskin cover, and this particular color is in the crazy horse leather in brown. Now they have quite a few different colors available and quite a few different sizes also. I chose this one. I actually reviewed a wallet, not by them, but by somebody else that was in that Crazy Horse leather color, and I loved it. So when I saw that this was available, I went ahead and picked this color also. And then you have this really nice kind of light brown stitching all the way around. Now I can tell you that Galen Leather has done a great job as far as fit and finish goes, but as far as measurements, everything fits perfect in there. So everything that you would normally put in there is nice and measured, and they've done a really good job at it. So before we get into the cover here, I want to show you some of the other things inside. You do have this little 10% off coupon that you get after your first visit, so if you want to buy some more stuff. This actually came in, and I didn't really know what to do about it, and I started reading it, and it's basically this little thing here. I've seen them before. It's called an evil eye, and you know, just gives you a little bit of information about it, and then in the back it gives you a little bit of information on the company itself. So you know, that's really cool. It's interesting. I wasn't expecting that, and I always like when I get extra stuff. And then you have this, it's kind of like a certificate that shows you a little bit of information about your product. So this one is, again, the color is CH, which is Crazy Horse Brown. The date of manufacture, which was September 28th of 2017. So as you guys can tell, I haven't had it long, but from day one, I started using it and I fell in love with it. Made by, and then just a couple of you know, care and cleaning instructions and some information on their leather and stuff like that. Again, it's vegetable oak tan cow leather. And, you know, it obviously absorbs the dye. Every piece absorbs the dye differently, so they're not all going to look the same. And you will see that some of them might come with little scratches and scars and imperfections, stuff like that. But that's just the nature of leather. So just keep that in mind. If you're the type of person that wants to keep everything pristine and stuff like that, generally these kind of things do not stay that way. The nice genuine leather stuff will not. So you take off the little band here. I will put this back, and here is the cover itself. Again, this is designed to hold, like I mentioned, the large Moleskin notebooks, whether they are the hardcover or the soft cover like this one. They would fit perfectly in there, but it's also designed to hold an iPad mini. So it'll actually hold any of the different iPads. So the iPad mini, the Retina, the iPad mini 3, the iPad mini 4. So if you have any of those, they will fit in this size. There are other sizes available. So if you have a larger iPad or you want to use larger Moleskin notebooks, you can go ahead and do that. Or actually larger, it doesn't have to be Moleskin. It could be any journals or anything like that that you have, hardcover, softcover, or whatever. So as you open it up, I will show you guys inside. So you have a couple of different pockets that are laid out already. You have this elastic band right here, which you're going to use to hold the notebook in there. So you just kind of slide the back cover of the book in there. And then you have two large openings on the back. This one right here is designed to hold your iPad mini. So it slides in there perfectly. And like I said, they've done a really good job at keeping all these measurements exact to what it is that you're going to put in there. You have a pen loop right here, and then you have two slash pockets here. You can do credit cards, you can do business cards, you can do, you know, pretty much anything that you want. And I like the fact that they left this back pocket, you know, kind of, these are cut out from the back pocket here, because that way if you want to put something larger and have it protrude at the bottom here, or vice versa, if you want to put something here and have it protrude at the top, you can go ahead and do that also. And then you have this band right here. At first I thought that this was a button and it would come loose, but it's not. It's just kind of like a rivet in there, so just keep that in mind. Don't go tugging at that. This is designed for a couple of different purposes. You can actually use it to clip other things. So if you're, let's say, an artist or a designer or something like that, and you have maybe you have a different type of pencil or different colored pens or something like that, you can actually put them in there, and the slash pocket right here will actually hold them in place. But if you have a larger item like a cell phone, this will actually accommodate up to an iPhone 7 Plus, which is what I actually use. That's what I'm using to record this video, and it fits perfectly in there. So if you don't want to carry it in your pocket or in your hand, you want to carry everything on the inside of the notebook cover here, you can go ahead and do that. So I can tell you the leather is nice and supple. I love touching it. It feels really nice. It feels like great quality. Fit and finish is awesome. All the stitching is perfect where it should be. All the different points are reinforced and stuff like that. And again, you do get some, some scratches. It will show its use. You have this elastic band that comes around and actually kind of hold everything shut and together when you have it closed. And then when not, you can just kind of flip it around and, it'll be away and you can use the inside of the book there. So what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and load in all the stuff that I would normally carry on a regular daily basis when I go to meetings and things like that, so you guys can see what it looks like. But I will leave a link below, so in case you guys are interested in picking one of these up, or maybe seeing the different products that they have available, maybe picking up one of the business card holders, you can go ahead and do that. So let me go ahead and load this up and show it to you guys. All right, so I went ahead and loaded some of the stuff that I would normally carry on a daily basis with me inside the large cover here. As I already showed you guys earlier, this crazy horse color leather, this brown one here, is it's really, really nice. It looks really nice. It feels really nice to the touch. It's nice and supple. Smells great, genuine leather, obviously. But I like the fact that it's, picking up like all these little scratches and different colors and stuff like that. It just makes it more my own. I knew that this was going to happen to it, and again, I'm not the type of person that if something like this happens, I get too worried about it, because I know that that's just the nature of leather, and it's designed to kind of get creases and scrapes and stuff like that, and it's just, just from regular use, and I really, really do like the way it looks. So I have the band here. It's actually holding everything that I have in there, nice and secure. Nothing is falling out. Once I get to wherever I'm going, a meeting or something like that, I can go ahead and slide it over and then open it up. And here is the stuff that I would normally carry. So I have the Moleskin notebook right here. This is the large one, and this is actually the soft cover one. I actually found this particular color on sale, which was great. It was a set of two for like $5, so I obviously picked that one up. And when I get to where I'm going, all I have to do is open it up. I can go ahead and write down. If you're the type of person that writes a lot, or maybe you draw, depending on what kind of notebook you have, then this is perfect. It lays flat. It's nice and easy to access both sides of the page, and then it's just kind of fed through here through the elastic strap on the inside on the back cover, so it is very secure. It's not going anywhere. Now on the pocket in the back right here, I do have my iPad mini right in there. Now one thing that I do want to touch up is, if you are going to be using this to carry your iPad, just make sure that it's not in a case. So the Galen does a really good job at making sure that these pockets are exact fit to whatever the electronics that you're going to be putting in them is. So, but it's without a case. So just keep that in mind. If you don't have a case on it, then it's going to slide in there perfectly. If you do have a case, then it might be a little bit too big. So, again, just keep that in mind if you are deciding to order one of these. And you also have the pocket on the opposite side there. This is perfect for like receipts, papers, things like that you want to throw in there and get them out of the way. It holds it very, very nicely. So in the pen loop, I just have a regular pen that I used to write, and then I just have another one kind of clipped on here as a backup just in case. But you can go ahead and clip whatever you want onto this strap right there. It's designed, the strap and the back pocket here are pretty much designed as carry-all pockets. So sometimes I'll throw my phone in there. Again, this particular one is designed to fit up to an iPhone 7 Plus, which is what I have, and it fits in there perfectly. Sometimes I'll throw my my iPod in there, and right now I just have a couple of index cards. I was doing something with those, so I just threw them in there and they fit perfectly. As you guys can see down here in the business card, credit card pockets here, I just have my YouTube business cards and then my work business cards in there, so they fit really nice in there. But after looking on their website, I also saw that some of the examples, they had a Victorinox Swiss card, which I have put in one of these, and it fits perfectly in there as well. Depending on what I'm doing, I might just kind of consolidate the two business cards on one end and then use that Swiss card in there just to have those different tools with me as well. But I also saw that somebody put a small kind of like 6-inch ruler in there. Again, if you're an artist, a designer, or something like that, you want to have that straight edge, you can, to draw and stuff like that on your notebook, you can have it in there. Again, your tools right there for you, and then you have the rest of the top back here, so you can put like different markers and pens and stuff like that to use. But I think for the most part, I like the fact that you can set it up. however it is that you want. It has a particular design set up already, but you can, you know, make it your own. The stitching is great on the inside. I've been using it for the most part, and it hasn't, you know, hasn't come undone or anything like that. And again, it's picking up that really nice patina with all those creases and bends and scratches and blemishes and stuff like that. But I love it. I love the way it looks. I like how secure it fits and feels when you bring the strap around. Again, you can see the pen kind of, you know, pokes up a little bit. That's just because of the size of the pen, but it doesn't get in the way or anything like that. But you know, once I have it strapped up like that, I can carry it around. And I've been bringing these to a lot of different meetings and stuff like that, and people have been asking me about it. They want to know where I got it, what it's all about and stuff like that. And you know, once they get it in hand and they feel it and they smell it and whatnot, they definitely say that they're going to end up picking one up. So there it is. If you guys are interested, I'll go ahead and leave a link to their site below, again, so you guys can check them out for themselves. They have different colors available. This is, again, the brown Crazy Horse leather one, but they have it in a bunch of different colors and a bunch of different sizes. And they have quite a few other items on their site in case you guys are interested in these really nice handmade custom leather products. So there it is. That is the iPad mini and large Moleskin cover in the Crazy Horse brown color by Galen Leather. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.